Good morning. I'm early, so I'm going to listen to my music and be quiet. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy, something is going on with my internet this morning. I don't know what it is. Hopefully, it doesn't affect us. Reset my router, checked my speed. Both were fine. It may be YouTube. Good morning, Deborah. Good to see you. Thirst. Oh, good morning, Melissa. Look at me. I skipped you. I'm teasing. Good morning, Lori. Thank you, mods, for being here. And next week, don't forget, 7:30. Yeah, 7:30. Moderator Appreciation Day. Good morning, Brandy. I was just thinking about you. Brandy is 100 proof quilter. She works nights. She doesn't get to be everywhere all the time. Me, I don't get to be everywhere all the time. I have no excuse. Doing leg exercises, Deborah. Nice. Preparing for that knee surgery. Oh, now this needs to play. What did I do? I hope everyone had a good weekend. And tomorrow is the 4th of July here in the US, so stay safe. Have a good time. The heat is getting really bad around here, so check on your neighbors, check on the elderly. Don't leave babies in the car. Don't leave kids in the car. That was your public announcement. My fan is just having its way with my hair today, so that's what it's going to be. All right. I guess it's time to stop. I don't schedule these till 6:30, but I've been trying to get on 10 minutes early so people can filter in, get their coffee, get all the things situated. And I saw our friend, I saw our friend Pat Sloan isn't going to do a video today or tomorrow because of the holiday. Back Wednesday. Good morning, Sylvia. I didn't get on Discord yet. Oh, trying to figure out what was wrong with the internet. As far as I could see, it was YouTube. It wasn't the internet. Kids not doing a thing in there. Man, my chair tilted the wrong way. Feels funny. The knob underneath the chair that turns this way or that way, it controls the tilt of the seat. Did you know that? I remember reading that and thought, why do I care? Until I got this chair and I was like, I know there's a way to fix that. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Full house. Oh, Sylvia. Yeah, it's afternoon. Good afternoon for Sylvia and our friend Lynn. Sylvia says she might lose the signal traveling home. Let's see if I miss anything. All right. I'm going to introduce myself and the lovely mods. And maybe introduce you to some new friends you haven't checked out or met. Hi, I'm Coleen. Coleen Sews and Chats. And I do sewing and chatting. I'm trying to get back to doing a assembly tutorial, really, for the Quilt Builders card deck and the, yeah, we're not going to pick it all the way up this time. Only have to drop it a million times to know that I'm not going to pick this up anymore and tilt it for you. That's the one, and these are from C&T Publishing's Half Square Triangle card deck. The block I'm doing today was picked by a random number generator during last week's live, and it's from Quick and Easy Block Tool. No, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just telling you what I'm using so you don't have to wonder. Links should be underneath the video. I know it's there for this and the cards that I'm using. This is the card. It's just half square triangles. It's got some solids so you can play with things. If maybe you don't want to play with the tech part, because there's things like, I can't think what it's called. There's quilting software that you can get. Some of it is free, some of it's not. I can use the paint on my computer to do a lot of stuff, but sometimes you just want to touch it and look at it. Deborah Holman says, love that book. Oh, happy birthday to brother-in-law, Sylvia. Saw my chat going a little bit crazy. Thank you, Sylvia. That's because Sylvia is on it. Where she loses a signal, she's going to get everybody in the chat links. I have a thing called a Nightbot. If you put exclamation in the first name of the content creator that I have in my bot, it will get you the content creator's channel. Nope, I don't have everybody in there. There's millions. I'm only one person. I'll stay in my lane. And I don't send anyone to people that I think maybe, should I say less than upright? Is that a polite way to say it? And I've noticed since I started a year ago, can you believe it's been a year since I started lives? My circle of creators I suggest is anyway, let's get to that. We do a thing, me and a couple of my girlfriends. We want to let everybody know that our friends are doing well, give them congrats and say, way to go, ladies, because that's what's here at the moment. I'm not being sexist. So, numbers, and I'm going to give you times that they're on. And Brandy, you're going to have to help me out because I don't know if it's YouTube or my computer. I'm almost 100% certain it was a YouTube problem. Cut me off at the end of your video this morning. I was trying to see if you said anything about doing live. So I'm going to start with Melissa. Melissa is at 2.65K in a year. She just had her 1-year anniversary not long ago. Was it this weekend? Yeah, Melissa. Whoops. Sylvia is at 832. She is growing. She does FPP. She's doing some hand stitching that it looks like art. Dawn is at 929. Dawn is my quilt projects here on YouTube. She's at 929, so she's growing. Miss Ellen, our friend over at Campbell's Creations, is at 710. Brandy, 100 Proof Quilter, is at 479. And I have it on good authority because I watched her video this morning that she's going to be back stronger than ever. And I'm praying for you, my friend. I get it. Our new friend Shannon, I checked yesterday afternoon sometimes, so these numbers may have changed. Our friend Shannon over at Slay Arts is 461. And if you'd like to see more channel content creators that I would suggest, you can go to my landing page. Also see channels that have stores, small stores, bigger stores. A couple of long armors on there. Our friend Pat Sloan is still trying to get to 100K. Look at me. I don't even have 2K yet. And I'm saying, hey, go visit her because I like her. And she is why She really is. I was having trouble with the chaos that quilting creates. Fabric, all fabrics, and you cut them and they're not uniform anymore, and I have trouble with that. Watching her helps me get my head around organizing that. It may seem like a small thing, but a lot of us have small spaces. I measured this rug the other day. It's 4 foot by 5 foot 7 inches. This is where I have to sew. This is what I'm using has to be contained right here. Otherwise, it's in a bookcase in the other room. There's a few more container thingies in there that have stuff on them, but it's a small space. I need to keep it organized. Did I forget anybody? Oh. My friend Dee Dee is at 12.1. Dee Dee is over at My Big Tidy Up, who also keeps me inspired. She keeps me whole house inspired. I don't do everything. But occasionally I'll be sitting here, I'll be watching Dee Dee, and I'm like, oh, I haven't dusted the ceiling fan. Yeah, our allergies aren't going to like that. I should do that. And before you know it, I'm cleaning doorknobs, organizing spices, doing all kinds of weird things. My friend Marie over at Marie's Scrappy Creations is almost at 9K. If you haven't checked her out, go check her out too. And then Super Steph, 16.4. She had Quilt Meets World on with her over the weekend. To be honest, I haven't caught that yet. I haven't caught that yet because my internet was being taken away all weekend. Somebody was uploading, which means I sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Okay. Oh, Sylvia's sitting in the car slow stitching. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Look at you go. And then there's Melissa. I've got some of the best mods. I've got the best mods. Why are they the best mods? Because we cross-trained each other. We learned the Nightbot together. We kind of cross-trained each other. And there's all the links, everyone. Oh my goodness. Oh, 100 Proof Quilter says, I'm not leaving, but I will be driving. I'm leaving work now. Been there, done that. Had you guys in my ear for a long time because that's the only way I could listen. I couldn't do as I'm driving. Be safe going home. And we're looking forward to seeing you. Okay. Now, her schedule might change, but right now I have our friend Brandy, since I saw her comment. I'll tell you, our friend Brandy, 9 o'clock a.m., basically right after me. She's going to be on, probably not today. I don't know. Anyway, check her channel out, subscribe, ring that bell so you get notifications. Leave her a nice comment in the comment section because everybody needs a little bit of support every now and then. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you leave a nice comment for my friend Brandy? And yes, this is how I make myself giggle. What have I done? Melissa texted me a baby face. I love babies. Could go off the track here now. But Brandy is usually on at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And Melissa is on 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which I should have put that in her time zone because she is in Florida. Melissa is Practically Creative. Let's see. Miss Ellen is on Tuesdays at noon my time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, my friend over at Marie's Scrappy Creations does a live chat when she's able to. I'll get through this and then I'll give you a speech. Thursday, Melissa at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. my time, or earlier, depending on the weather and her internet. Looks like I still have internet, so yay. Friday, our friend Sylvia does lives at 9 a.m. when she is able to. She's been treated for some stuff and it's messing with her, as she is just doing lots of shorts, slow stitching. And actually, Sylvia, me, and Melissa have a collab coming up. You'll want to watch all 3 channels for that because we're cool. Did I say that with confidence? And just so you know, my friend Dee Dee over at My Big Tidy Up drops a 5 o'clock video every Friday. Probably not this Friday. I should pay better attention. Holiday week throws everybody off. But she drops a video at 5 p.m. Super Steph, 5 p.m. Eastern, and she's doing all kinds of all sorts of sew-alongs and stuff. In fact, she's got one with our new friend Shannon over at Slay Art. Shannon is on 11 a.m. my time. 11 a.m. Go see her channel. Check her out. Because I can't remember now if it's Eastern or Central. I don't remember. Anyway, Sundays. And I stay offline Sundays as much as I possibly can, which means I have some comments that I need to respond to. And I've decided Monday's going to be a good day for responding to comments, I think. Or Tuesday morning. That way we've got the live out of the way, got the weekend out of the way, and I can get everybody's comments at once, and I'm not constantly. And that way, if anybody wants to be nasty or hateful, I get it all over in one shot. So, I was going to say something about everybody's times. What was I going to say? I don't know. If you miss the lives, there is always the replay, which we all appreciate. And if my thought comes back to me that I interrupted a minute ago, I'll let you know. But today, I'm going to leave that open there. Today, I am doing this block. It's called, of course, it's called Duck and Ducklings. I look at the block, I recreate it with the HSTs, and then I figure out how I'm going to make it work for me. Now, I put a short up this weekend using scraps, had it all set out, all ready to sew together in little 1.5-inch unfinished squares, mind you. And then I sewed it wrong. I sewed it wrong several times. So then I gave up and it went in the trash. Little bitty pieces. I was not going to pick those apart more than 3 or 4 times. I threw it out and I was like, because that's not going to work for me. I had lots of seams because I was putting scrap pieces together to make it. And so seam on seam on, it's not going to work. So, see what I made yesterday? This is for my house fabrics. Fabrics that are going to go with my house colors. Some of them are over here because I need to make new towels. And there is a tutorial on how I did this. It may not be the best one you ever see, but it's got the measurements and everything else somewhere on my channel. You can go to the channel, find the search. If you're on a computer, I know where it is. I don't do things on my phone very often because it's a teeny, tiny phone. Go all the way over to the right side of your screen. Keep pushing that arrow till it gets the magnifying glass up. And in the search, you can put storage or box, or I think both of those will bring it up. Anyway, I am very happy with this. Oh, and inside, that's a pillowcase. An old pillowcase that had no other use. That's what I use. That and sheets, old sheets, were great for lining. Why would I go pay for lining when it's perfectly good? And it sewed up perfectly well. Okay, that's going to be put up after the live. And again, I started to say something and it left me. Okay. Got that out of my way. Oh, I haven't. Oh, good morning, Marie. Good afternoon, Lynn. I'm way back there, aren't I? Practically Creative says that's exactly right. I don't know what I said, but take that. We learn and sew together, says Sylvia. Yes, we do, my friend. Sherlock says I have to. Sherlock is Lori. I have to get back in my sewing room later today. They're going to be cool. There's Marie. Good morning, beautiful people. Smiley emoji, heart emojis. Good morning, Marie. Over at Marie's Graphic Creations. Lynn, darn internet, been messing up all morning. Been trying to say hello to everyone. Is it or is it YouTube? Because it looks like YouTube. It said I have low latency when I checked. My internet is screaming, which is what I say when it's doing really well and consistently. So that leaves YouTube to be the problem. I just saw I blinked when I looked over at my other thingamadilly. Okay, going on? It's not a stream if it goes perfectly, is it? Everybody's saying hi and good morning and hi. Oh. Let's see. Deborah's hoping to get some sewing in later, working on 2 bags and a quilt idea for youngest grandson. First, making food for tomorrow. Oh, you having a big bunch over there? We have lots of quiet time. Marie says, cute. And thank you. And if you go to see my video, you'll see a link to Marie's video, which I was watching all kinds of storage box videos. And until I saw her do her fat quarter storage box, nothing was clicking in there. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I saw hers and I was like, oh, I can do that and I can modify it. So thank you, Marie. In case I haven't said that. Babies tend to do that, yes. I was going to give her a promise of a statistics wall hanging. But now I can do it and gift both together. Oh, for the baby. Okay, good morning. Guess who? Nancy, good morning. Oh, farmer's market this weekend. That's what I was going to say. I was trying to get back to farmer's market this weekend. I sold 2 more hanging towels, which means out of the, I can't remember, there's 12 or 14. There's only 1 or 2 left. So I'm going to make hanging towels because they seem to be doing the best. Sold a few coasters. Haven't sold any of the placemats, the snack rugs yet. They're pretty winter themed though, so that may be a winter thing. People get in and get the warm and fuzzy, seeing the flannel and stuff. I'm not too worried about that. But since they're not selling, I'm not making a whole lot more. I've got a few more, like little piggies. The piggies, oh, I should have brought one in here to show you guys. I'm sure I'll have it on a short somewhere. The piggies made into placemats instead of the quilt because they were sent to me to sell. And that is what I'm doing with them. Okay, now this block. I have all the measurements I use, except for I changed one, so that might mess with you a little bit, but I'll explain it to you. These, I needed, whoops, let's get that up so you can see. I needed 4 HSTs. So I originally had written down that I was going to do 4 at a time HSTs, which takes a 2.5 inch square. And you sew the perimeter, just 1/4 inch all the way around, then cut on the diagonal. That's what I originally thought. And then I remembered I have triangle paper. So I made it work for that because each triangle is basically a 2 at a time HST, which I needed. Let's see if you can see this. 1 7/8. So I measured each of these squares, and they're going to be cut down the middle, to be 1 7/8. These should give me, without having to trim, the 1.5 unfinished. Look down. Tapped it. 1.5 unfinished squares that I need. So I'm going to sew those first. It says 1.6 stitch length, I'm pretty sure, on these papers somewhere. So I'm going to do 1.5. And for these, you sew in the dotted line. So I'm going to get all 4 of those lines sewn. And these are made to where you have quite a bit you can cut down. It's not on there straight. But since I trimmed it down to the size I needed it, I shouldn't have to trim down any. They have smaller ones. I just haven't bought them yet. I mean, they're not necessary, but if you got them, why not play with them? Going down the other side. see the stitches. Oops. Kind of hard to see. Next week, I should have less light over here. These south windows are killing me, so I'm going to lose some of my light to keep out some of the heat. Okay, so I've got these sewn. I'm not gonna cut them apart yet. Then the 1.5 by 6.5 strips. I have a light blue and a dark blue right sides together. Mine are a little bit longer than 6.5, I think. Maybe. I know I have a straight edge though. Change my foot. I use the universal foot for the FPP. Sometimes I don't. I went the 1/4 inch foot for this one because I'm going to sew these strips together and then subcut. Felt like there was a cord underneath my foot stopping my pedal from going down. Oops. Okay, so got that sewn. Oops. Move this over here. Hopefully the fan doesn't get away with it. It's like a hidey hole over here. Move things and you'll find other stuff. I know. I'm not going to take the time to press this. If y'all weren't here, I would. Nobody wants to sit through that. And then these are going to be subcut. I notice I fight with it instead of moving it half the time. That towel video I put up when I was doing the cutting, I was like, oh, that's staying in. That's just bad form. Trying to get around that to make a cut. Why would I do that? Actually, I'm going to measure this first. These are supposed to be 4 1/2 inch cuts, which is, it should be 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. Make sure that's straight. I think an all set in stock. Yeah, that's right. Don't ask. 1.5 inch because they're going to finish 1 inch that way. 1.5 inch. So 1, 2. This is where I start praying I made it long enough. I didn't test it like this. I tried to test the little one, and honestly, the same thing I did last time. I thought I'm going to use the smallest pieces I have and do this, and it did not work. Either time. This one looks a little bit sideways. Is it sideways? A little bit. Wow. I hope you can see that. So now I have 4 1.5 by 2.5 units. Let's remeasure that. Yeah, 4 1.5 by 2.5 units. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these apart on these solid lines. I got one here, and one here. A lot of people don't like FPP. I'm thinking this is going to save me a little bit of time, but I did put the cuts for 4 at a time HSTs in the description box instead of the directions for this FPP. Last weekend, I learned a lesson. I'm taking the paper off. I don't like sewing papers in seams. Lori Miller, Yeah, I can put you in timeout now. She knows I'm playing. One of these times she's going to see me in a chat where she's mine. She's going to get me. Because I got her. I mean, I was fair. I warned her. Because she thought it was hilarious. I'm pressing these to the dark side. Oh, did you? Oops, sorry, Lori. Hit wrong button. Times her out. You timed her. I should have read down further. Oh my gosh. Sylvia. Poor Lori. I'm going to have to make an account. I'm going to cut these dog ears off real quick. Dog ears. Pieces hanging over. Up there. And, oops. Down there. I'm going to cut those off real quick. Oh, Lori's just not going to come play with us anymore. We keep timing her out. Keeps her on our toes up. What I was going to say is I'm going to have to make an account just to come in so she can get even. First time I moderated, I was trying to share somebody's channel and I accidentally put them in timeout. Luckily, they had a very good sense of humor and understood that that was not my intent at all. Okay. Got this garbage. Feeling fancy. What do we have now? Setting triangles, setting triangles. I'm going to look at my picture over there, and I know I want the lighter blue out at the corners. So I'm just kind of build it as I go along. It's not lighter blue. Let's pray that I put this together right, because this weekend it gave me a headache. Let's see, the lighter blue out. No, the lighter blue in. Did I put those backwards? I think I put those backwards because I want this for the center. Yeah. I'm going to double check their picture. From Quick and Easy Tool, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, that is what I did. So, thought I wanted the lighter ones outside. I want the lighter ones. No, I'm going to have to recut that center. We'll see. We'll see. We may make an entirely different thing than that. No, it'll come together the same. It comes together the same. The assembly is the same. Just where you want your darks and lights, you choose. You do you. I'm going to put the light on these towards the center. Starting to come together. Now the setting triangles, 2, 2 3/4, and I'm doing the light blue. That is exactly how I wrote it. I don't know why that's messing with me now that I'm here. To get the setting triangles, 2 squares of the light blue, 2 3/4 inch, cutting corner to corner, both sides, both ways, crisscross, and my fancy turntable. So I don't have to pick it up, I don't have to scooch it. Poor Lori. I feel bad. I feel like I started it. Okay, and here's my setting triangles. And the setting triangles will go here, except for they'll go like that. Get them all laid out. The long side of the triangle going that way to the center. All of them. Oh, there's it just. Now the red, I used a jelly roll, so I went ahead and I rough cut a triangle out of it. So I don't know. I look up and I see somebody say, "Oh my goodness, I'm a liability using this phone." And Melissa says, "We all do it once. Throw the wrench when you shouldn't." Okay, but I didn't write it for the jelly roll because I rough cut those. But for if you're using yardage or anything else, you could use a charm pack. Actually, 1 4 and 1/8 would be, for me, it's the red setting triangles. And just cut corner to corner. And I'm showing you on this piece of paper because I'm going to do something else with paper. But this is how I decide if I've gotten the right sizes. Sometimes I get a piece of paper and I do that. I cut it up. And this will be the setting triangles, which is the red. But since I cut those out, I thought I'd wait till today and trim them. I'm going to take one of these, and that's what I'm going to use as a template real quick, hopefully. I am going to give me an 1/8 over because, oops, I want to. I did pretty good. I wasn't being too fussy with it when I cut it originally. So, I guess pretty good. And these are a batik, so I'm not concerned about which side it goes on. The dark and the light blues are scraps. I should get some long tweezers to use to set ends. I'm having trouble. Not your problem. And if you are new to my channel, I go live every Monday morning unless my husband has it off at 6:30 bright and early Central Standard Time because my spine is going to stop working here in a couple hours. Do it when I can. I will get the slide done, get my mess cleaned up, get set up to sew some towels. I did pretty good guessing. Oh, it's still not straight. Oops. And if you've seen my shorts where I cut the little wolves out of the no-sew heat and bond to make wolf silhouettes, I am in love with that. I need to do it more often. It is so cute. So anyway, had you started with the square, that would have been 1 cut. Or 2 cuts, you know what I mean. 1 piece of fabric. And it'll go here. I was going to put one together for us yesterday before I started, but that would have just thrown everything off. Oh, the bunny is visiting. There's a bird visiting. I wasn't going to do that today. Just wait for the squirrel to come. And I don't know if today will be the last of my red, white, and blue. I don't know if today will be the last of my red, white, and blue ones. I may do more next week. I don't know. So now I'm going to sew this together. Lost connection again. Okay, let's check and make sure it was you and not me. So yeah. Oh. I hate the small phone. So use this fat finger small phone. I hate the small phone. And so I don't mess this up, I am going to pick this up as it lays, line my edge here up to my left and to the top. Those 2 edges are going to be lined up. And then I'm going to look at it again because I have a very bad habit of not sewing the right side when I do this. And if I run out of bobbin, that creates a whole nother mess. That's actually what happened. I ran out of bobbin. I thought I sewed stuff. It didn't sew. I put it back down where it was supposed to go, so I thought. And I'm going to do that side on all of them. Pick them up, line these sides, and this side together. But when I picked them up to put them back where they went, I made a mess of it. Again, the left side and the top. I because I don't look at their directions and their cuts. I almost put my finger over there. And then I went sideways. Let's get that back to the 1/4 inch. Just pull it out and do it again. We don't want that, Melissa. And then the last one, left side, and that edge. Let's see. Double checking because I miss things out. I have already caught my finger once. I don't remember when it was. Last year, year before. And I am going to snip this instead of cutting that all and putting them all back. I'm going to snip this one. Put it back where it goes real quick. Press to the side of least resistance. I don't have a plan for that. Pick this one up. Make sure the right side is lined up and the top. And I'm going to go down that edge. And I'm going to continue with all of them that way. This machine better cooperate today. I will get the good one out. So with this one, path of least resistance. This one went here. Did I do that right? That doesn't feel right. Anybody else saying that's not right? Because that's not right. Put it on the wrong side. I picked it up and I put it on the wrong side. I told you. That should be sewn next to the dark blue, and I sewed it to the right. Now let's see if I can get this undone without tearing my fabrics. Get in a hurry. That's actually what happens to the little ones. I got in a hurry, I tore the fabrics, and I was like, oh, I'm so over this. I'll wait till Monday. Okay. Oh, let's fix it. We can fix it. It's going to take a little bit longer. Okay, see what I did? I told you what to do, and then I didn't do it. Anybody else notice that? Hello, Joe. Okay, long side of the triangle, face in the center. Take this one. I'll show you. Better. Take this one, and I'll fold it over so I get the right side together this time. Get the, and the top lined up. Sewing to the top. Then I'm going to undo this. Open this. Actually, any one of them could be there. I bet. Bet this one will work there. Yep, this one will work there, so we're going to use it. It's all the same repeat all the way around, so it's not a big deal, clearly. Okay. Got the triangle. The dark triangle in the center. Fold this. Turn this one over. Line up this side and this side. So on the right side, which is the dark fabric for me, my friend Melissa gifted me these little snips, and I didn't know that I'd love them after they tried to kill me. True story, I wouldn't make that. Get this one. Putting it right over, lining up. Well, let's see. There we go. It's hard to show you and show me at the same time. Got this, and now I'm going to line it up on that edge. Right? Keep telling yourself, long side of this triangle to the center. There we go. I knew it was two edges I got to line up. They just weren't working like that. Line the top, the side, sew down the dark side in my case. I'm not pinning, I'm not clipping because we are a wild woman. Rebels. Don't do that. Sometimes this machine really doesn't like intersections. Okay. Press this one back to the path of least resistance. Put it back. I've got one more to do because I had to fix that one. I love those little snips. Okay, here's the one that I redid. So I pick it up, long side to the center, and I'm just going to, let's see if I can show this. Fold it over. So we're going to sew on the dark part, line that up at the top, line this up the side, sew on the dark fabric. This should be a quick block. If I could just shut up. And I have decided, because I talk too much when I do walkthroughs, I'm going to try to edit out the tutorial part, pressing to the side of least resistance. Now I've got a lot of bias. You know bias because it stretches. This one doesn't have bias there. That one has bias. I pulled that a little bit and it stretched. Don't do that. But if you do that, know that you can just give it a spray of water, press it right back to where it needs to go. I'm going to clip these off. Why? Because I want to use these. That's the only reason. You don't want to, you do you. There's little dog ears at the bottom. Since I vacuum after a live, it's fine if it goes in the hole. This one off. Bitty. Those dog ears. That's what I'm cutting off. I forget you can't see. These are much more precise than these. I like these, but these are thinner, and they came off of Amazon. I know. I'm going to put those where, though, I'm not going to hurt myself on. Okay. Now I'm going to put the red, my setting triangles. They're all just going to get flipped over. Get those points up there lined up. That is not lined up properly. But every one of them just going to get flipped over. Like I said, this is a batik. If you had a right and a wrong side, it would be right sides together. I think the red on that side looked darker to me for a second. Who knows? And then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to get this lined up. I'll trim these when I'm done because they are just a little bit bigger because I cut them just a little bit on purpose when I did these. If you follow the instructions, they'll be the right size. I'm a coward. And I'm going to sew the long side. I'm going to put the red side down because it has less seams there. So my machine is going to like it better. And I'll show you after I do it. If you've done it properly, you'll keep that tip on the dark one. Kind of like the flying geese, watch the center on. I'll show you. My nails are horrible. It's nail painting day, so Mondays are always going to be bad nail day because I've decided to do my nails after the live when I can't move. There's an intersection right here you're looking to keep. And all of mine are just a tad bit big, like I said, by design. Putting the red side down so I'm not fighting with those seams, and I can see that center. And hello, anyone I missed. Get to talking, get to sewing, get to not watching my chat. That was aggressive. Talk to my sewing machine a lot. Usually scolding it. Like, fingers aren't food. Why would you let a little bulk stop you? This week is going to be a tough week for everything I have to do for YouTube and everything else because my husband is going to be home most of the week. I'm using my 1/4-inch foot because it works well for me. I don't know why they'd make a 1/4-inch foot for a machine and then it not be a 1/4 inch. And consistent. See that little bit of pull back here that I'm doing? It's because this really does not like bulky intersections. And I don't have the universal foot on. Oh! I made another hump jumper. When I'm going around the snack mats with a top stitch, the corners, doesn't want to go around the corners, I use my ruler in the back. Got one of my rulers back there. I'll show you sometime. Occasionally, I'm feeling very clever. Well, come on now. I did a very bad job of cutting this red one, but it's still too big, so it'll be fine. Avoid the blades on your scissors. That's just solid advice for any time. And if you haven't checked out my community page, I put things that make me laugh there. I put free patterns there. I put friends there. Why is this one so close? I'm just going to get it anyway. Because I'm not good about doing all about me. I'd rather share stuff other people do. Other people do. That is not. Okay, can you see this? I traveled at the bottom. That is not a 1/4 inch. When I say I traveled, that means my thread went this way instead of going straight. Go right back over it. And it's fine. These will square to 3, 1.5, 1.5. Got stuff around here. Press that to the red side on all of them. That is your corner piece. I was hoping that there was some kind of strip piecing. I have a package out for delivery. That's weird. That I could do to get that center, but there's not that I could find. So I was thinking Donna Jordan did that, but I was thinking wrong. She did make me want to do a lot of things though. Strip piecing and rulers. Wow. I was really afraid I was going to lose that corner because I stayed well away from it. Oh, you guys. It'll be all right. No, it won't. Yes, it will. No, it won't. We're going to leave it. So anyway, press to the red side. Get the ruler I literally just had in my hand. These are going to be 2.5. These will be squared down to 2.5. I got some squaring to do. I'm using the diagonal 45-degree angle. You know what? I'm going to go straight through the middle first. Put my corners at 2.5 and go straight through the middle like I would a one that has 3, and I'm going to lose those. Why am I going to lose those? Oh, because I can't see where 2.5 is on me. Cut responsibly. Okay, the corners are on my 2.5 mark on the ruler. Now, I have close-up of that on shorts, on a short somewhere. Probably look up diagonal or 45-degree. Then I'll line these two edges up at 2.5. Not worry about that center one. I'm going to lose those points. It's okay. I'm not going to freak out over it. That's a me problem. What I was saying is the 2.5-inch line over here on both sides is where I put where the red and blue corners are, and then line it up in the center to get that. So I'll do that every time. And I will get back and look at my chat, and there's that 4 and 5 is not the right number. This spinning ruler. Anybody else do the spinning ruler trick? I think it's safe to say I rarely do a perfect 1/4 inch. Rarely being never. But there's lots of great YouTube videos if you want to do a perfect or as close to perfect as you can get 1/4 inch. There's lots of YouTube videos to show you all the tips and tricks to do better. If I take an hour trying to figure out what the perfect 1/4 inch is and then fighting to get it, I'm not going to get nothing done. My back's going to be out of whack. I'm regretting my life choices. Ooh, lots of. Oh, Tracy. I didn't. There was no, she said that she got her snips in a 2-pack and there was safety caps on them. There was no safety caps on these. These were in a little vinyl piece of plastic, which, by the way, they went through. And when I grabbed them, they almost, had I not been leery of cutting things in the first place, I would have done cut. But you know what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, so there's that. Now next week I am starting at 7:30 Central Time, and it will be an 8:30 cutoff. I'm going to get a number. I may have to work on something else though, because my husband calls at 8:30 and I answer the phone. And y'all don't want to sit through a 15-20 minute conversation waiting for me to get back on the live. Just me. Two and a half. I did a bunch. I did a little bit of math this weekend to figure out my hanging towels, the bands that I went on them. Oh, and we'll talk about that after this if there's time. So I'm using the right amount of fabrics instead of putting something together like this and then saying, oh, do I have enough? Oh, I have enough. No. I did the math so I can get it down to just enough. And the right size. See, I said afterwards and then I touched it. Okay. That's pretty easy piecing. No seams to match up anywhere. So I'm going to go this way. Then I will snip them off and do these next. Wow, that was a really fast block. That looked intimidating. And I am turning this over because having this this bulk at the top is going to mess with that needle. Plus, it's this one. Go on now. Maybe if I get off the edge of my chair, I'll have more time. I'm lining up the edge. No seams to match. Pretty sure my seems to match anywhere on this. Yay! No seam matching. Anybody else a fan of that? I love to be in chat and talk, but I feel like my videos are really lacking when I just talk. Because I don't do a lot of tutorials or anything else. It's just all I do. Those channels have more variety than I do. And I'm just going to clip the back one off and try to do what I was doing earlier. Path of least resistance seems to be towards the red. Take this one, turn it over, line my edge up here. These two are lined up because they're the right size. Again, I'm going to turn it over to the red because it's so smooth. I say that and it felt like it was going to eat the fabric. This one I'm pressing the dark blue. This one, flip it over, line all three edges up, and let her go. I may even need a new needle. I just changed my needle Friday and I haven't sewn much since. That's odd, but I think that's what the problem is this time. Set it back down. Line three edges up. And this time I'm going to have the red on top because I've got a bulky seam down here. I don't want to start on a bulky seam. There are times that you just don't have a choice. But if I have a choice, I don't start on a bulky seam. You do have to pay attention to how you're piecing if you do that. Don't ask me how I know. This into the red. This into the dark side. When you press, the side that you want it to go to goes on top, and then that's where you flip the seam and give it a press. Oh, this one. This one has two that line up, so I am going to pin those. Luckily, I pressed the right way on those. Sound like a rattlesnake. Ouch. Don't put pins in your mouth. It's bad. The seams are nesting, which means I'm taking this side and butting it up to this side. You feel them go right next to each other, and it feels flatter in your fingers. If you give it a squish and you feel a bunch of bulk, you may not. Whoops. See like that? I'd say that's an experience thing. The longer you do it, the easier that gets, because I did not have this a couple years ago. And since I have the bulk up here, I'm going to sew it with the blue side down. Blue side down, blue side up, blue side down. That didn't make any sense. The blue side is smoother. There's no intersection on that underneath blue side, so it will travel through the feet easier. Maybe that makes sense. I have all kinds of chats to catch up on. Oops. I see looks like I did something wrong. No, I just came up to it here. Faster than I intended. Lifting my foot so I can get over that seam. Got it flipping on me. My phone letting me know that I need to make better choices. The path of least resistance. Let's see, what is the path of least resistance here? I think it's going to the center. Pushing it to the center. And when I give it a press, all this will be fine. This is the last one I did, so lay it down right so we know we've got it right. Pop it over. My seams are nesting. I missed the comment, but I agree. Marie says, plus, if everyone's YouTubes were the same, it would be boring. I agree. I started out watching, I don't know, I want to say professionals. And after a while, I was like, even though they were very kind, nested those seams, got everything lined up, 3 sides. I wanted to see somebody with, a little space, somebody with no crew, somebody, so that's what I went looking for. Every time I pull one out, I realign my side. I felt a thread on my ankle. Every time I feel a thread, I think spider. Using those snips gave me a lot less mess. Okay, this one goes to the center. Goes into the center. Voila. That is their duck and ducklings. If we need another name for it, very unimaginative. I tried yesterday, but I'd already sewed a box, and that was just all the thinking I could do. Let's get it pressed. See what size it is, because I know what size I think it's going to be. And when you press, because I don't do this all the time, set your seams and turn it over. It's not bad. Dare I get a press? I'll show you the seams. But if we're friends, you won't look. So be prepared to avert your eyes, because I know you're all my friends. I'm such a dork. I am aware. Give it just the slightest bit of a tug to prevent the pleats in there. I think. Well, oh, okay, those were supposed to go out. You see, those didn't go the right way, but they did. Despite. Sorry for the noise. This has starch in it. I give it a very good shake. It is very watered down. So far, I didn't do anything to my iron. I didn't water it down enough or let it dry long enough. And I was getting goop all over my iron. Looked like rust, but it wasn't. It was baked on starch. Stay float. This is mostly water, so all kinds of pleats trying to avoid the reds, the blues. And I will get in chat and see everything I missed, probably because my chat is kind of slow. Thank you for that. I'm telling you, big chats make me panic. All right, stop pulling at it. It's fine. This is a, what size is this? This is a 6-inch roller, Missouri Star. Got it off Amazon from Missouri Star. Don't ask, I don't know. I am about an 1/8 short, which means it's a me problem, not a them problem. My piecing needs work, but I'm consistently an 1/8 short, so I'm just gonna knock the threads off over here. But I normally, nope. This block should be 5 1/2, and I'm about an 1/8 short, so 5 4/8. If you were following a pattern and you did that with every block, your entire quilt is going to be smaller. So because it's not that type of thing, I'm okay with it. And if it wasn't, as long as everything was consistently that much smaller, I'd be fine. I just add more borders or sashing or whatever. Let's see what else we got over here. Pardon my turn and reach. I want to call it the stop it. I don't know why. The stop it block. What do you think about stop it? And I'll get back in there, chat and see. And then show you the rest. Where's my mouse? I saw Miss Dee Dee come in. I guess she just came in, and I will get back down to the bottom of the chat because I have been sewing for a while. Ooh, drink coffee because I've been talking for a while too. Let's see. Looks like the shoe fly block. Everyone names it something else. It probably is the shoe fly block. You know what? I've noticed I do this. I leave it tilted down, and then it's just cutting off my face while I'm talking, which may be okay for some of you. If it is, I don't. Let's see. We're back up to Lori getting timed out. Poor Lori. And then Giovanna came in, and I say that wrong. Joe is what she goes by. Such a pretty name. I wish I could say it right. She's asking what we're doing. Coleen is making a quilt block today. This quilt block is from the, I like sampler blocks, so these will all go into something for me. It's from the block tool, quick and easy block tool, but like Tracy said on down there, looks like the shoe fly. I'm positive it is because all these blocks have so many different names. This has managed to stay together pretty well for me today. Use their little half square triangles C&T Publishing makes to make the block here, so I'm not accidentally giving away any information in their book. And then it's, it's all me to figure it out from there. And when it comes together, I'd say I did pretty good. I'm happy with it. That's what we did today. And I was going with the reds and blues. Oh, I can put a off-white trim around it to make it up with the other ones. Okay, let's get back into chat because I'm going. Oh, Sylvia got rain today. I wish we had rain. Duck and Ducklings, thank you, moderators. Sylvia, Melissa, Tracy, Lori, helping me out in the chat. Joe says, that sounds so sweet. Duck and Ducklings, doesn't it? Fly comment. And Giovanni, Joe, I'll catch myself. I was thinking about you the other day. In fact, I told Melissa, I don't think I'd heard from you since the flooding. And she says, I haven't sewn in so long as I'm moving things around so that my daughter can return home as she broke up with her. Oh, probably didn't want me to put that out there on the internet for her. I apologize. Read the comments before you say things, Coleen. That stings. And yes, Lori says, hopefully you get to sew and soon. And so sorry. Yumi FPV says, sorry. Oh, she says, so sorry for your daughter, Joe. Hope she's okay. Did sing years ago for our daughter, and she's married with 2 kids. Yeah, I think we all go through it. I've been through it. Being the one moved back in with mom. They are better for your hands on the long run. These, I think they are too. My hands did feel much better, especially with all those little pieces I was doing once I went and got those out of the other room. Joe, yes, I agree. She says, who's looking? I don't look at nails. I look at the project. So do I, but you'd be surprised. So far, nobody's bothered on commenting. Saying, well, I just don't care. That's a good way to get blocked. I believe in the resources that YouTube gives me, which include being able to block people from my channel for being just nasty little trolls. Kindness matters, even on YouTube. We're going to keep that up. Deborah, she's back. Darn, coffee maker timer didn't work. Coffee with white chocolate raspberry creamer. Oh, I haven't tried that. Now I need to try that. I put caramel and chocolate in mine this morning. Sauce, like you put on ice cream. And it's good. It's not, Starbucks good, but it's good. Let's see. Oh, weather's real bad. My loose signal, Sylvia said. This morning, my husband, we got up at the same time, and I think I threw him off his game. Because I usually wait for him to start the coffee, get done, and he goes to the little side bathroom on our bedroom and then goes to the main bathroom later after he gets all the stuff he needs done. So I wait for him to get done in there, and then I get up so I don't mess up his routine on Mondays. This morning I got up and there's clothes left in the dryer from last night. Don't ask. They're washed. And we're going to take the one for that one. They'll be put away after the live. But anyway, I think it threw him off because I came to start the coffee maker for me, and I was like, I didn't start his coffee maker. So when he came back into the kitchen, I was like, I started your coffee maker for you. So that's why it's taking so long. I thought I started it. No. Used to have one with a timer. This one may have a timer. He stole my one with the timer. I'm a little bit better. Right? Melissa Practically Creative says, it's like cleaning the house. No one notices if you do it. They only notice if you don't. True. I'm trying to get, I didn't have nails till, they grew back when I was knitting for a little while. And then when I started sewing the last year and a half, I've stopped biting my nails. It's a new system to learn because if I don't put nail polish on them, I will bite them. Proven fact. Oh, Marie disappeared again. Her phone rings a lot. That's good. It's good to have people to talk to. Deborah went for a checkup and lost 4 more pounds. Yay. I think I've found the 30 that I've lost over the last year. The last couple weekends, my husband brings me. They're yogurt-covered pretzels. They taste like white chocolate with the salt of the pretzel in it. And get them at Walmart. I eat them all at once. I have no self-control. So, yay, Deborah. Joe says, I really don't care what people think. So long as I'm good with myself and don't do bad to others, I am okay. Yeah. Exactly. Marie says, I feel that consistency, not a perfect quarter inch, is best. I agree. And I'm pretty sure one of the ladies I started watching, one of the pros, said that. It's not one of those things I'm going to beat myself up over. I'm making a sampler, so it's going to be all over the place. Oh, yay. Oh, 100 Proof says, okay, I'm finally home. I was listening. I just can't text and drive. I know what you mean, girl. Good for you not texting and driving. Glad you got home safe. And I didn't see if you're going to be on at 9 Central. If you're reworking your system to make it work better for you, let me know so I can update my cheat sheet. And Marie, I did not put down what time you're going to be on. Maybe if you say it, I'll catch it this time. My husband's off all week, so it's going to be a mess for me. I'm going to try to get as much as I can done today. Be medicated the rest of the week till Thursday, and then do it again. Great job, Deborah. Okay, oh, and Melissa had to answer the phone. Melissa Practically Creative. She'll be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, hopefully. Oh, that's what Marie said that I missed earlier. It says, Marie says, your channel is you. Don't change. We love you. How you are. Thank you. You know, it's one of those, I think it's YouTube in general. You always worry. But when I started, I was like, my son, how helpful my family is. Smiling really big for those of you that are just listening. May include my husband. Who knows? They help me. College boy told me nobody likes fake happy, fake nice. And I asked him, I was like, I know, but where does that leave people that are actually nice and actually happy? Am I fake nice? I asked, am I fake nice? And he'd tell me the truth. I don't know why they feel like it's necessary to tell me the truth all the time, but they'll tell me the truth. He said, no, but not everybody knows you and knows that it's not fake. And it's like, that's good enough for me. I'm not going to stop just because somebody may think that I'm being fake. My husband says that he can tell when I've watched a lot of somebody because, like in the behavioral panel here on YouTube, watch for people mirroring. You. Some people, I think, knowingly do it. I unknowingly do it. We all know he's up now. You hear me talking about it. But my husband's like, I'm glad you watch happy people because I mirror people occasionally, and I'll, without even realizing it. Let's see. Thank you, Joe. Joe said, exactly, Marie. 100 Proof Quilter said, no, you at least have plenty to say. I find myself being too quiet and go, oh, crap. I better think of something to say. I can ramble. I can ramble like nobody's business. And you're showing your hands much closer than I am. So even if you don't have anything to say, they have things to watch. Like Marie said, you are you, and you're great at it. I'm paraphrasing. That's not what she said to me, but hey, be nice. Oh, and Marie says, if everyone's YouTube channels were the same, it'd be boring. Melissa says, Brandy, when you have some time, make yourself things you can chat about and hang them up where you can see. That is probably a great tip. I don't like journals and planners. And I realize all I need is one that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I do the same basic thing every day. My to-do list stays the same, so it stays the same. I've got all my ladies' numbers here. That's some kind of weird. You know what I mean? And then I got another cheat sheet with the times they are on live. Now I can put them on a cheat sheet, but they don't stand here very well. I miss lives. I get the replays. I enjoy the replays. I get to put them on my TV, and they keep me company. Oh, I'm a list maker though. I'm naturally a list maker. I'm a to-do list maker, and that brings us down to Dee Dee because I'm pins. Oh, 100 Proof says, I actually did that. Just keep leaving it at work. I know, right? Or of course it does me no good. And then Joe says, I have always put them in my mouth, but it is not good. I try to pin them on my t-shirt, but that is not any better. I know, right? Joe says, even professionals make mistakes. They just don't show them as they edit it out. I'm too lazy to edit it out. I really am. Joe bites her nails when she reads novels. Only when she reads. Wednesday at 10 Eastern. Aha. I think I had it written down as 10 somewhere. 10 a.m. Standard Wednesday, Marie. So be looking for her. She puts out tutorials on Sundays. Well, at least she has been. Go stalk the channels for a while. See what they're up to. See what they're doing, their timing. Don't depend on misinformation for that. Misinformation, I guess is what I should say. Oh, and Dawn came in. Oh, Dawn Denny. Good morning. Good to see you. And Marie is an hour ahead of me, so it's 8:50 there now. And Melissa and Sherlock and every. She's my neighbor. Right? Coleen, never fake, as people can notice it. Be as you are. I tried one time on my live. Somebody came in and said something that I thought was inappropriate. It wasn't mean. I just thought it was inappropriate. I smiled real big. My cheeks turned a bright color red because that's what I do when I get irritated. Because the bigger I smile, the less likely nasty things are going to come out of my mouth. Smile real big and say goodbye. Okay, Slay Arts, good morning, Miss Shannon. We're talking about you earlier. She says, good morning, beautiful people. Morning. And I was going to say something about Dee Dee earlier. Did I see? I saw. Oh, Fern King came in. I think I scrolled a tad bit. There's my friend Dee Dee. Melissa says, the YouTube hand, a well-placed hand covers mistakes. Oh, and I'll show you these before I get down and say hi to my friend Dee Dee because I get distracted. This was the Duck and Ducklings block from today. And I think it's just adorable. This is what I'm calling the walk-on block because I can. But it was called Washington Sidewalks or something like that. By C&T Publishing. What was this one? The first one I did, I went blank. Hang on. I'll get it. It was number 56. Mosaic number 2. Very original name. This one looks more like a stop sign. Mosaic number 2. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these, but I imagine they're going to go together somewhere. Feeling very red, white, and blue. I may be feeling very red, white, and blue for a while. Maybe I'll change to my bee fabrics back there. Maybe I'll change to something entirely different. Let's see. I apologize if I miss a comment. There's only one of me and like 20 of you. Luckily, not all. That doesn't sound nice when I say things like that. But I have a real fear of disappointing people. And if there's like 100 people in my chat and I miss things, I feel bad. Not everybody understands that it's hard. Yes, we are humans. We make mistakes, so why pretend? I don't know. That's why I love my friend Dee Dee. It's real on her channel, My Big Tidy Up. She says, "Good morning, Coleen. Just wanted to let you know I was here for a bit. We're out of state and you came on at 4:30 here." Oh my goodness, somebody's on the West Coast. Oh, my nose is going to itch. I see him spinning. Hmm. Hopefully that's just my internet and y'all ain't spinning. And my, okay, there. Don't know what happened, but I'm back. So if you see spinning or something like that, there is something going on. Kid got up. He may have rearranged my internet, but when I first got up, it was doing weird things to me on YouTube. So who knows? Let's see, there is Dee Dee. What was I going to say about Dee Dee? I was going to talk about you, and I don't remember. She's at 12.1K. Woohoo! Go girl. And Marie is almost at 9,000. If you haven't subscribed to Marie and the other ladies, go check them out. There's links below to everyone I think that pops up in my chat and all my moderators. One more reminder that, next Monday I will be on at 7:30 Central, 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, because it is my own made up holiday, Moderator Appreciation Day. So I'm going on an hour later because I can. And I am going to spam because it's also my own personal little Independence Day. I'm not going to explain that one. So it's my own personal Independence Day. So I'm going to be spamming my shorts that day because I can. And they're going to have music because I like it. They make me happy. A little bit off. Let's see. I missed 100 says that's why I started my channel, because I never saw anyone make mistakes. So I wanted to show new quilters that mistakes were okay. That's how you learn. Precisely, my dear friend. Yeah. And you know, if you turn that camera on, mistakes are going to happen. And I am not generally good at fixing things on the fly. I need a second to recuperate, rethink, resituate, but I'm getting better. And that's what I love about my friend Brandy. All my friends, they're very honest about showing you what they've done. Because hey, if we made the mistake, someone else surely has. Oh. Marie says, exactly, Brandy. And just last tutorial, I almost sewed a zipper incorrectly. I left it in. I saw that. She was doing the top of her freestyle tote over on our channel. I did see that. And that's where Mrs. Fern came in. Oh. I think there she is. Good morning, Fern. I'm having problems. We haven't had internet in 4 days. Power was out for 25 hours. Big rainstorm came through Wednesday and stayed till Sunday. Our town looks like a war zone. Oh my gosh. I saw pictures of down south of us. My mom plains, Kosh Kanan. She calls it Kosh. Apparently that's what we call it if you're from here. Down close to the Arkansas line. They had lots of hail damage and stuff there. We got some sprinkles. I really like rain. I don't care so much for storms, but I really like the rain. I would love to get some rain, especially before the 4th of July tomorrow, because every fool and his sister is going to be out. I usually say his brother, but I didn't want to be sexist. Out shooting off fireworks, not caring about the hay bales that are sitting out there in this dry weather, not caring about the hay fields ready to be plowed. That's not the right word. I went blank. That's okay. We live in farm area. And one year we had a very funny story. I'm done with the tutorial. One year we had everybody out to our house on the 4th of July. The little ones, brothers, sisters, their little ones came out to our house because we lived in the country, and in the city you can't shoot off fireworks. So they come out to our house. We have a get together and play games and stuff like that. Well, there is a ditch, a nice big ditch that goes between our house and the road, which did not get mowed. We had fireworks going off. I have a bucket of water and a hose out as far as it will reach in front of the house because it gets dry and we don't want to start a fire. There's hay all the way around us. We rented from a farmer, so he had hay bales. Back of our house was a whole hay bale lot. So we were in front of the house, but that doesn't mean it's not good. Anyway, had the big bucket of water. I mean, 5-gallon bucket, and I was very small. I was a half person of what I am now. But we're out there shooting off fireworks. I see the fire smoldering in that ditch. I get the bucket. I start running. all you saw was me fall and come back up. And then I fell again going down that hill because I wore boot shoes. Even in the summertime, I wore slip boot shoes. And my sister-in-law, she tells it so funny. She's like, you just saw Coleen go down and back up and down and back up. There was no fire. There was no fire in our house that year. Oh, and Ferd, I pray that everything gets going back to normal for you. That is awful. Sorry, I got on the tangent. The longest we've been without power was the ice storm of 2007. It was 2007, 2009. My memory is going. We didn't have power for a week. Yeah. And everybody's sorry. No internet and phone service was the worst. We had a landline phone. We always have a landline phone. In fact, I was just talking to ladies about that. Sylvia, me too, Coleen. I used to bite mine, but then got arthritis and jaw. That stopped me. Her nails. That was the novels, and boy, I went, what? Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes behind, so let's catch up. Dawn came in. Whoop. Apparently it's going to catch one of the blocks. So good. Beautiful blocks. Thank you all. Thank you. Got to run, Marie. I hope each of you has a beautiful and productive day. Thank you, Marie. And I hope you do too. And you are in my prayers. I pray for everyone in my chat every night. Shh, don't tell YouTube, they get upset. And every morning. Everybody saying bye. How much more I could have learned more quickly if the top creators spoke to their mistakes. That's Slay Arts, Miss Shannon says that. I know. Instead, you're screwing up and you're going, why can't I do this right? They don't mess up. They don't do this. They don't do that. Why can't I do this right? I have that conversation with myself a lot. And then my big tidy up, Dee Dee. I love the idea of making your own holiday for yourself. Now I think I need one. Yes, Miss Dee Dee. You need your own holiday. What are we going to call your own holiday? My brain just shut down. Usually when I watch your videos, my brain is off and running. But now that it's needed, it's just going to shut up. Oh. Joe says, happy 4th of July tomorrow. Halo Inspiration. Angel says, good morning. Good morning, Angel. Deborah Holman says, you can pray for me anytime you want. Oh, thank you. Fern King says, I use my seam ripper every time I sew. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, because I was sewing these, and that's why it's not gone very far, because last Sunday when I was, it's supposed to look like a ribbon. I wish I would have put the darks where the lights are and the lights where the dark is, which I might actually just stick these in the corner instead of the block I was going to put there. This was in my head. I had it all laid out. I bring it over to sew. It's wrong. Okay. I take it apart. I put it back. Get it all laid out again. Bring it over to sew. It's wrong. Okay. I do it again. I did it 4 or 5 times. One strip. And the girls were saying, you need a break. You need a break. Walk away. Be a walk away, Joe. That song's always in our heads now. Walk away, Joe. But no, I sat here and I fought with it. I told them that I did. I told him that I walked away. But no, I sat here and I fought with it for a long time till it was about bedtime. And I was like, okay, now I can take a shower and be awake tomorrow. And thank you, Sylvia, for Angel's link. 100 proof that's right. She says, me too, Fern. That's why mine is called the divorce lawyer. Morning, morning, morning. Brandy. Angel. Oh, shoot. You probably saw that before I did. 100 proof is Brandy. Very close, though. It's hard. I say this all the time. I had cheat sheets so I can remember names. And if you add any new people to me, I'm going to have to make more cheat sheets until I can remember. I have cheat sheets for everything. And let me get my stuff. I used all of these today, and I got them all over at Halo's place, haloinspired.com. If you want to check them out, links are in the bot. Links are underneath the video also. And I should apologize to people. I forgot. I should apologize. I didn't realize it when I copy and paste the URL to channels, it was tagging the channel. So every time I copy and pasted a channel into my description box, it tagged the channel. So in their mention tab, in their studio, they see all kinds of spam from me. And I'm like, that's got to stop. So I fixed it to tag them anymore if I put them in my description box. And I am so sorry that you were getting spam from me. I was trying to share, not blow a trumpet, but I did share. Occasionally I blow a trumpet. That's why everybody is getting so many mentions on my channel, and I am so sorry. I am a firm believer on that I don't need to blow a trumpet every time I do something. Yeah. Like I said, on my community page, tagging someone nice once is nice. Tagging them every day is stalking. Oh, thank you. That's where I was going. I need to get my handy. No, I'm cold. I was going to use that this morning. That's why he's out. My handy dandy thingamadilly. Thingamadilly is a technical term for it. Random number picker. Let's see. Next week will be July 10th. July 10th. Random number picker. You can see it started, let's see, in 10. And 3. I think that's the change to 3. Number 3. Pretty sure it was on 6 the first time. Oh, I've done this block. I know how to do this block. And I probably know how to do it better now. We need more Post-its. That's what we need. In the book, this is the Barrister block. It is also in the Quilt Builder's card deck. Oh, I've got Post-its everywhere. And this is going to be a bigger block because there's no way I'm going to do that miniature. Barrister block. Bear paws. It's just bear paws. Pay attention to your placement and you're not going to have any trouble. All these blocks, I did that one as 8 at a time HSTs and 2 at a time or 4 at a time. I'll refigure it out. I'll make sure I do it the easiest way because I do not want to mess those teeny tiny HSTs again. I'm kind of over that. I like the small blocks though. Isn't that cute? And I don't know what it's going to go in. Not a clue. But that's okay. It's going to go in something. And because I got my piggies off of my delayed decision board, They can all go up there until I decide. So, numbers. I didn't write it down. Okay. Now, see, Barrister Block, Bear's Foot is on the next page in this book, and it's number 3. Maybe I should write the name under it because I haven't been doing that. Barrister's Block. That'll be fun. I know it was confusing some people when we did them for charity. I don't always use their instructions. I never use their instructions. Okay. Thank you very much, Sylvia, for that reminder. Underproof retracted. Stop retracting people. You only do that to make me freak out. I know what you're doing. I'm very glad to see everyone. Brandy doesn't make it very often. I'm very glad to see Brandy. And let's see. Somebody's taking a nap. Have a good nap, Joe. Fern, gotta run. See you later, Fern. Halo said, nope, don't mind. Blow away. It's all good. I haven't had much time to look at stuff in inventory. Crazy life sitting at a computer for 10 to 12 hours a day. Oh. They are opening a brick and mortar store. Yay. Very exciting. Very much work. Cute plaque. I don't use their instructions either. Thank you. Halo says she doesn't use their instructions either. I just don't like them. I don't like to be told what to do. I kind of feel like they're telling me what to do. And I'm doing just fine on my own. See, this is where I get cocky and then everything goes south. I think this is my favorite because I can see this being in a full and having these diamonds right here go across it and being so cute. Trying new things. I'm newer to quilting, so I haven't tried a lot of blocks. So this is giving me lots of practice on making things that I haven't made before. Although I have made the Barrister's block. Bears. That block, I have made it. So, yeah, I'm not the only one that doesn't use instructions. For those of you that missed it, I really like laying it out like this and figuring out from that. I'm going to destroy this while we're sitting here. Because I can. Look at that, it's all gone. So anyway, it's time for me to get off here. I've overstayed my welcome. I realize. I'm sorry. I hope everybody has a safe, fun 4th of July. Exactly, Deborah. Deborah says patterns are just suggestions, and that is what Lori Sherlock So's, how did I get blank on her name, has been telling me for a year now. And Halo she just prefers different methods than the ones they use. So do I in most cases. I think that's the thing. It's just a preference. Personal preference. That's what they call it. Quilter's preference. Anyway. Yes. Slay arts patterns, like recipes, are meant to be individualized. I agree. Maybe that's why I have so much trouble following patterns. I'll get a pattern and then I gotta mess with it. But I always try to get the pattern and let you know where I've seen it. If it's, if I saw it on somebody else's channel, I try to tell you, hey, I saw this over there. And I'm going to mess with it. Because that's what I do. Beautifully stated. Okay, another public service announcement. If you missed it in the beginning, it's getting hot in the U.S. It's getting dangerously hot. Please check on your neighbors. Check on the elderly. Please check the community and the health department. See if you don't have a fan or a way to cool, maybe they can help you out. Maybe there's a church that can help you out. Don't leave kids in the car. It is too darn hot for that, people. Yeah, we shouldn't have to tell people that. I agree. But please be aware of where your little ones are. And it being a holiday, there's cars coming and going. They may not be looking out for your kids. Check out my mods. They're the people in blue. All kinds of links over here in the chat. There's also links underneath. Maybe the same, maybe different. You never know. Go over, give them some sub love, as my friend Brandy says, and I love that. I stole it. Give them some sub love, give them a thumbs up, ring the bell for notifications. And if your bell has become unrung and you're not getting the notifications, go re-ring that bell. If you're still not getting notifications, try unsubscribing and resubscribing. Don't do that regularly because it's creepy for content creators when they constantly lose someone and gain them back. Somebody's got their own personal game going here. No, it is content creator life. That should be a hashtag. It's probably a hashtag. We gain, we lose, it's all good. Yes. Halo says, happy quilting, everyone. Kindness matters, even here on YouTube. Be the light you hope to see in others. Enjoy your 4th.